Hi everyone, you can see me again today. My hair's not looking horrible, so it's all right. We'll let my face be seen. Back's hurting a bit. That's definitely because we're sitting here and recording this linear.
What? You are aware that Josh's camera is backwards? Oh,
Hello everyone. Yes, we're back. I'm still on Waves Crashing Against Me. Mainly this bit. Because my recordings, although they're alright, it was about like an eighth of a beat off, honestly. So yeah, I've already tuned up. I'm sure you've heard me tune up enough times. If you don't know how to tune a guitar yet, learn. But yeah, fucking just gonna crack on with it and see how we go. I've not played for a couple of days either, so we got just have a bit of practice too. Right, try that again. It was quite a good take, I thought, and then I'm just hearing things back. Oh, I forgot to say as well, I've shaved my beard. Actually, I'd say I actually look decent, but I just can't get my hair right today. I'm just wind and rain and snow got it. I feel like I'm going mad now, just pulling silly faces at second. I could do like How Ridiculous Game, you know, they take your face up like Jim Carrey, just and play guitar like that. I mean, that might make this entertaining for you.
I have the clearest view of nothing but the ocean. The waves are crashing against me.
So, another day, another vlog. Just done Waves Crashing Against Me. Yeah, man, that song is incredibly fun to play. It definitely gives the EP a bit of variety, particularly for me to play. Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. I love the fills and stuff. The way that the verse leads into the chorus with the doom 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 doom. I have the clearest view. So cool, man. The outro is so cool, so much fun to play, especially when you like get it nailed on eventually. It's so cool. Yeah, man, it's definitely been an interesting experience to learn these songs at home by myself. It's proven to be really challenging, especially getting those timings right and stuff like that. It's really difficult to not have the band and stuff to play with, to sort of bounce ideas off and stuff like that. See what fills work, see what fills don't work and stuff like that. See if it's worth going half time on some of the choruses. Which is probably not a good idea, but yeah, it's very interesting. It's a good experience. In the same way that it's a little bit disheartening to not have your bandmates and your best friends to play with and stuff like that.
Hello, thought I'd just have a little bit of chat about Waves Crashing Against Me. So, Waves Crashing Against Me was the first track that we kind of wrote for the EP because kind of been listening to, well, I always push Logan in the fucking math rock and like emo revival kind of direction. And you can kind of see that with the early demo tapes when we were doing Dust and Echoes. And like the beginning of lockdown, we were getting involved in a lot of Reddit stuff, and I remember Logan did the Maths Rocks video. It's like a compilation of loads of people were kind of like riffing on a math rock thing, doing loads of tippy tappy stuff, and kind of like off the back of that and listening to a lot of all these twiddly diddly twinkle bands. Waves Crashing Against Me is kind of our take on that a little bit. We always try and put big epic choruses in things. I think it does have a sick chorus. It's great for the bass. And we like to do kind of complex songs. We like to play around with song structures. We like to play around with... It's a really choppy song, which, you know, is intentional. It's about being at sea. Just after the intro, there's the... section where it's like a braking section, like waves are physically crashing against you and like holding you back, and I really love that.
So I wrote Waves Crashing Against Me before we'd even decided we were going to do an EP. Like, the intention with that one was to be putting it on an album rather than a shorter release, but we decided we didn't really want to sit on it for a long time. It was originally going to be the first track. We decided that it would be best if it closed the whole thing off instead. I was really inspired by mathy bands like Covet and Delta Sleep, and so I wrote something quite mathy, that first riff you hear, and sort of the weaving guitars, contrapuntal, inspired by American football and their third album, which is called American Football. The goal was to create an atmosphere. The song, as is often the case when I set out with a specific intention to write something, is I wind up abandoning it entirely in favor of something completely different. And so I wrote a much more up-tempo, high-energy track than I think I originally intended. It shows both sides of the EP in general, like the tenderness and the longing, as well as the sort of angst and rage that's present on the other songs. It's kind of all in one place here, and I think that it adds quite a lot to it. The ocean in the lyrics that I keep referring to is where I feel like I'm living, this vast, dangerous, unpredictable place, and the only refuge is a wrecked ship. So the idea is the only place where I feel safe is broken. Hi everyone, thanks for joining in and watching our silly little video. If you liked what you heard, then there's links to all of our original music down in the description, along with links to all of our social media and everything else you might want to see. If you like this video enough, then consider subscribing to the channel, because we'll be putting more stuff out like this fairly regularly. Liking this video and sharing it around with anyone that you think might enjoy it as well is really, really helpful, and we really appreciate it if you do that. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day.